In the lead up to the marriage equality survey, Australians were told it was a choice between this or this. The reality has been mostly this. While the world didn't end, neither has the predicted wave of gay weddings come to pass.
I think that society expected that there would be lots of, quote, big gay weddings, lavish, dripping in the fineries of life. That's not the reality.
Celebrant Bronte Price has married 25 same-sex couples since Parliament passed marriage equality laws in December.
We haven't been brought up thinking that we were ever going to get married to a person of the same sex. And so we haven't, in a way, been educated about the princess bride or the princess wedding.
In 2015, economists predicted that about half of all same-sex couples would marry in the first 12 months of marriage equality in Australia, resulting in an extra 24,000 weddings. But 6 months in, a little more than 2,500 couples have tied the knot.
The prediction was based on some wrong assumptions. Firstly, that a whole heap of people were going to quickly get married in the first 12 months. A lot of us, if we want to get married, are going to plan our wedding just like straight people do and take our time to do that.
Allowing same-sex couples to marry was also expected to inject $650 million into the economy in the first year, based on an average wedding spend of more than 50 grand. But it seems many same-sex couples are opting for smaller, more intimate celebrations.
Just because it's a gay couple doesn't necessarily mean they want a big extravagant wedding with a drag queen celebrant and rainbow cakes. And what we wanted all along is equality, and we just want to be treated equally.
Nick and Alex first tied the knot in November 2016, about a year before same-sex marriage was legalised in Australia.
When we started planning our wedding, we always kind of hoped that by the time the day came around that it would be legal, but unfortunately it wasn't the case, but we decided to proceed anyway.
What a day for love, for equality, for respect.
When same-sex marriage was legalised, Nick and Alex wanted to make it official and started planning their second wedding.
It was a lot smaller. I think there were
Four guests.
Our first wedding was our wedding, so the second time around we really just wanted to mark the occasion and really sort of take in how special it was that we could actually legally get married.
The wedding industry is notorious for inflated prices, but many gay couples are sidestepping the massive markups by doing weddings their way.
They'll choose to not have the big venue. They are choosing to not hire cars. They'll dress informally. They won't take the dancing lessons for a year before for that awkward first dance. They won't have the need for lots of flowers. They won't have a 5-tiered wedding cake. And so all of that has implications for a less than predicted income for some of those wedding suppliers.
And for many same-sex couples, marriage equality was just never about actually getting married.
There are lots of gay couples out there who just don't want to get married for a range of reasons. The fight was always about we seriously want to run out as soon as the legislation changes and get married. It was always about having the same right as every other Australian to get married.